Sean Strickland tweeted out that he wants a rematch with Dricus du Plessis. He says he feels that it is unfair for Adesanya to get another shot at Alex Pereira after getting stopped, and he had a razor-close decision loss to du Plessis where Dana White thought he won, and he did, by the way, if you haven't seen the press conference. So he wants a rematch. And I wish Sean Strickland had spoke up about this sooner. I feel that Sean Strickland should get a rematch. I was saying that shortly after the fight. I, again, had no subscribers. I had virtually no views on my channel. And I was actually just commenting on other people's live streams. I did on Ronin MMA, I did on Red Pill MMA, etc., etc., MMA Guru, Lucas Tracy MMA, etc., and also on Rigo's channel. And I said routinely, Sean Strickland deserves a rematch because, again, that fight was razor thin, but he's not going to get it. And I also did a short video talking about how Sean Strickland, based on his viewing numbers on social media, is a superstar. And yes, I do mean superstar, but he's not going to be treated like one. He will be pretty much treated like he's any other random fighter on the roster by the UFC. And I've got a video explaining that in greater detail, kind of documentary style like I did with Jorge Masvidal, but I'll just state here, Sean Strickland is going to get the Nate Diaz treatment, where he is a star, he could be built into a star, he could be built into a huge moneymaker for the UFC. He's already a fan favourite, and again, the UFC could make millions off of him, much like they could have off of Nate Diaz. They could have made way more millions than they did off of him, but they're not going to treat him like that. And again, I'll explain that more in detail in that video. But anyway, back to this point. Sean Strickland deserves the rematch, but again, he's not going to get it. And I want to give credit to the one media member who has a high profile in the sport, who, as far as I know, again, he's the only one who has even mentioned the idea of these guys rematching du Plessis and Strickland, and that is Chael Sonnen, who, again, I've never been a huge fan of just because the guy talks so much rubbish. And talking about rubbish he talks, he was very adversarial towards Dricus du Plessis last year when du Plessis simply had a reason of not wanting to turn around so quickly to fight Adesanya at 293. But whatever, Chael Sonnen did that, and after the fight he flipped dramatically after the Sean Strickland fight, where he actually said this. And, I mean, what more could you say, folks? Who on earth thought Dricus du Plessis won every round in that fight? But this is the trolling Chael Sonnen is known for. However, he actually did this video saying, despite what we think, the fans actually want to see a rematch. And again, most people don't even want to acknowledge Sean Strickland because we know how this story is going to end. The UFC has its favourites. Israel Adesanya is that guy for them, and they are going to want to get him back in there as soon as possible and hopefully get him to the belt. It is what it is. Again, we know how the story ends. So I'm glad Sean Strickland is calling his shot, but again, he's not going to get it. And regardless of how you feel about the decision, it certainly was not a big robbery. And I felt a certain way after the fight, but after watching it several times, I realised that I was very much caught up in the moment, and you can easily make a case for du Plessis winning. I felt Sean Strickland should have applied a lot more pressure than he did. He should have fought far more tenaciously than he did. He should have fought earlier in the fight like he fought the 5th round. But that's all in the past now. Let me know what you guys think down below. And I'll also do a video on Dricus du Plessis maybe not receiving the fan support I was expecting him to receive after winning the bout. And I did this video talking about how I disagreed with Israel Adesanya's team saying that du Plessis had ducked them again because they say he ducked them before UFC 293. And there were some people who agreed with me, but a lot of people disagreed with me. And on Facebook, a lot of people were laughing at my comment, which got a few more likes as time went on. But yeah, du Plessis has certainly not become the fan favourite I was expecting him to be after winning the title. So let me know what you guys think about Sean Strickland calling for a rematch, which he's not going to get, unfortunately. Again, I've been saying he deserves it this entire time, but I know how this goes. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more.